Capricorn, welcome to the Winds of Jupiter 18 yearly tarot reading. Now, it's hard to believe that we're transitioning from teen to teen. And then we had those spectacular eclipses last year. And I think there's still some resonation and reverberation going on from those. Now, I'm going to be doing card chakra spread. And there's clarification cards along with each main card. And of these cards, they represent the chakra points of the body. And the cards on the far left are your past, and the cards on the far right are your future. Now the cards next to the past on the bottom is the base of your spine for sourcing and urgings. And this is about experiences from your past lives, childhood, up to your present, and how you feel about them. And the cards up above that are your pelvic or sacrum for spiritual awakening and growth of all kinds. And the cards above that are your solar plexus for your sensing and feeling. And this is where your gut feelings come in. Now this pillar of cards is your unconscious inner self. And the cards in the center are the heart of the matter. And the cards on the bottom right are for your throat, for communicating and teaching. The cards above that are your third eye, for enlightenment and envisioning. And then the cards up above that are your crown for knowing and understanding. That's supposed to equal wisdom. Now you got some good cards here. Let's go over and take a look at your past. There's a little bit of conflict going on there because you received the Ten of Wands and the Queen of Swords. Now the Ten of Wands is meaning you're defending yourself. You're in some type of conflict. You're on the hill and people are attacking you. And usually it's about your beliefs or what you're doing in your life. But the Queen of Swords, she's a no-nonsense woman. She's a rough crowd and she'll put you in line, I'll tell you. And she did. Whoever has been opposing you has been put in line. They've been put in their place. But she's telling you too that you made these decisions with logic and reason and not emotions, which makes you much more successful in your decision making. But this can make you not the most well-liked person, for some people anyway. Now the cards for the base of your spine, for your sourcing and urgings, you receive the Page of Pentacles and the Judgment card. Now the Page of Pentacles I call Mr. Responsible, because he knows where he's going, and if he doesn't, he researches it so he makes good decisions. He's looking for stability and financial security. Since he does represent money and finances and career, this could mean that you're kind of taking a leap up, maybe promotions, something's going on, climbing the ladder of success, hitting every rung at a time. But he doesn't rush making decisions. He does things slowly. But what pages are about are bringing messages and news, as well as ideas. But here, there's a lot of common sense involved in this Page of Pentacles. And that's a good thing because it's conjoined with the Judgment card. And this card is about being judged for your behavior. And it does have something to do with forgiveness. So maybe back there when you were struggling with people with the Seven of Wands and people weren't agreeing with you and you were being pretty staunch with the Queen of Swords, it's time to forgive now. You can't find your higher self until there is unconditional forgiveness. But this card is saying that you're the phoenix. You're going to rise from the ashes. There's going to be a resurrection. Maybe this too is indicating about an unconscious awareness that's waking up and for your true potential. But this card is telling you that you're going to reap what you sow. What comes around goes around. So if you didn't make such a big spectacular explosion back there with the Seven of Wands and acted like a right person, a responsible person like the Page of Pentacles, everything's going to be all right. You're going to transition into something new. This is the cocoon thing going into the butterfly. And the cards up above pretty much agree with that. This is for your sacrum and pelvic, for your spiritual awakening and growth of all kinds. You receive the Three of Wands and the Lover's card. Now, the Three of Wands is a movement card, a positive one. You've made plans and now you're launching them. You're going somewhere. You're taking these ideas that you had in your mind and making them into substance. There's been a lot of opportunities offered to you, and you now chose the right one. And this is conjoined with the Lover's card. And this is about manifesting more deep-seated love affairs, and it could be with all different kinds of people. Lovers, family, friends, and even business partners, companions. This card is about making decisions. Vice versus virtue, deeds versus desires, and consequences. But it looks like you're on the right track. You've already been judged down there, or you're judging yourself on what you're doing next. And the cards up above for your solar plexus is the Page of Swords and the Chariot. Boy, what a pair they are. The Page of Swords is another impetuous card. He's a very smart page, but he's very immature, emotionally out of control. And since this is about words and intellect, he's kind of a spy master. He goes around and kind of listens over by the water cooler to get dirt on people. You know, he's really a party pooper. He's not the kind of person you want to walk into a party. And when he does, he wasn't invited. He's not good company. So the good thing about getting this Page of Swords is that it's conjoined with the Chariot card. And this card is reminding you to have self-discipline, self-control. This card is about victory, if you can maintain this self-control. But a lot of times it's about finding self-confidence too, so you can have that self-control. This is a movement card too, just like the Three of Wands. The card about going forward, and it can even indicate travel. This card is saying that you've maneuvered through, or are maneuvering through a lot of obstacles, but you're still moving forward. You have the fortitude to complete something. And the cards in the center, for the heart of the matter, receive the Star, the Hierophant, and the Moon. How strange, the Star is seen, and the Moon is seen. So you're moving in a progression. The Star is about hope and healing, the promise of change, positive change. It's orienting yourself. You know where you want to go. You have a more clear feeling about where you're going in life, more of an understanding about your life. And the Hierophant, in his presence, indicates that you're seeking some type of truth. The word Hierophant in itself means to show or make known in Latin. This can also be that you're part of a like-minded group of people. I think here too you've been reviewing some of your values. But the Moon card too is about deception, and the Hierophant's about truth. So maybe there has been some deceptions in the past. But I think you're going to find out if they are or not through your intuition. It's not going to be going up to somebody and saying, yeah, you've been lying to me. It's more like you're going to see it in your eyes or in your dreams. Or you're going to feel it. You're going to know that it's been some type of lie. And it's going to be uncovered. And then that's going to help you make decisions to where you want to go with the Star card. Because the Star card is just a promise card. It's saying that you have the promise for some new beginnings. Now it's up to you for what you want to decide. Now the cards down for your throat, for your communicating and teaching. This is saying you know where you're going now. Because you received the King of Cups and the Magician. The King of Cups is about emotional control. You're mastering your passions and desires. You're mastering them into energy, channeling them into energy for the benefit of your life. And if you've been hurt emotionally, this card helps you heal. This is a mature card, mature energy card. And here it's conjoined with the Magician, the card that makes something out of nothing. Takes your ideas from the two pages that bring ideas and brings them into substance. They say the magician is hardwired from the cosmos, bringing this energy down to earth. And then you're taking your free will with your ideas to make it into a reality. And you make it look so easy, it looks like magic. It's saying that you're talented at what you want to do or what you're doing now, and you're going to be moving forward. Now the cards up above that, for your third eye, for your envisioning and enlightenment, receive the Nine of Wands and the World card. Now the Nine of Wands is a respite card. You've been through battles. And it's saying, yeah, in the past with the Seven of Wands, there was some battles. And you're kind of beat up and wrecked. But with the number 9, it's saying you're coming to a completion. You're ready to leap over the finish line. And the World card reinforces that because it's saying you're at an end of a cycle. And you've learned and you've earned a lot. And you're ready now to accept new challenges. You know, if you didn't learn anything, the cards would put you back into the major arcana cards and you'd have to go through the gauntlet again. But no, you're finishing this cycle to have new beginnings. Now the cards up above that for your crown, for your understanding and knowing, receive the Knight of Pentacles, the Ten of Wands, and the Ace of Cups. Now the Knight of Pentacles is just like the Page of Pentacles. You know, he knows what he's doing. He knows where he's going. He takes the tried and true way of doing it, though. He's conservative, a traditionalist. He's not going to go and think out of the box too hard. And this goes along with the Hierophant, too. You know, there's going to be a conservative way of thinking of the values that you have and how you're going to apply them. The Knight of Pentacles is the slowest knight in the group. And he just acquires things very slowly. But boy, a little bit at a time makes a lot. And now the Ten of Wands is saying there's been a lot of burdens. You've been carrying some heavy loads and probably too many responsibilities. And a lot of times you're taking on other people's responsibilities that you shouldn't. But here you're at a 10. This is an endings and new beginnings card, and it's saying you're going to be dropping these wands. And the great thing about this is that the Ace of Cups is the last card up there. And that's saying you have a promise for a new beginning, deeper emotional relationships, new loves. And this can even be new career benefits, new career things coming down the line. This card is spritzing little 5 fountains out of the cup, and it's saying that it's time to enjoy your 5 senses of the world. Now the future cards are great too because you receive the Magician and the High Priestess. This is the number 1 and number 2 cards in the deck, and one's about connecting the cosmos with the earthly, and the other one is bringing cosmic messages down. One is earthly and one is cosmic. So you got it covered there. You've got spiritual, physical, intellectual, emotional, all wrapped up in this. And if you've noticed, you've got quite a few major arcana cards. You've got Judgment, Lovers, Chariot, Hierophant, Magician, the World, and the Magician and the High Priestess in the future. This is some strong energy here. Long-term energy. And it's saying you're going to be building some stuff. You got the Magician there. He's going to make things look like magic. Boom, it's there. You know, we always think of magicians saying abracadabra. And really it does mean what is said is what is done. So whatever intentions you have and ideas you have to go and tell people. So it does become a reality. And I think all the difference was that the Moon card was hiding something, and the Hierophant found the truth, and the Star was giving you directions. But there's one more direction you have to take, and that's with the High Priestess. And you have to be very vigilant to hear her messages from the cosmos. Because, you know, they're from intuition. This is the kind of stuff that you just can't buy at the store. You know, you're looking at coincidences, synchronicities, intuition, and dreams. And that's going to help drive you too towards your success. And I wish you acceptance, peace, and happiness.